Hello there. My name is Shauna Fisher, and I am an animal communicator, animal intuitive, animal medium. And I just thought I would hop on here for just a brief moment to talk about the 4th of July and your pets and the animals in your life. So, with the upcoming 4th of July holiday, right, that can be really stressful for a lot of pets as well as people, right, due to the loud noises, and it just can be overwhelming for a lot of pets. So I just wanted to hop on here to give you some tips to make a more easeful 4th of July for you and your pets. So let's start off with just some basic tips here. So it's really important to not, as much as you love to have your pet with you and celebrating the 4th, it's, good to be aware of your pet's boundaries and how they deal with loud noises. And so sometimes it can be best to not take them to the big 4th of July shows because they might not enjoy that as much as you do because of the loud noises, and their hearing is so much more sensitive than ours. So that can be definitely something really overwhelming for them. So, it's best to try to keep your pets indoors in a nice, safe, quiet place. So what I like to tell people is to, make sure to have it, where it's not, where they have like a nice, more of a dark spot that they can go to. So be it that their kennel or a nice room that you set up where you have the shades drawn and maybe you have like a nice light in there, but one that's not too bright is what I would recommend. And then having the nice, safe spot for them. So let it be their favorite blanket or their favorite toy around, and make sure to keep the windows shut, because sometimes in a scare, your pet could actually maybe jump out the window, whether you live on a first floor, a second floor, or whatever the case may be. So they might get so scared from the noise that they might want to retreat to escape for it. So it's best to leave them in a nice, safe, comfortable spot so they can be at peace when the 4th of July fireworks are going on. That's definitely really important to have them have that nice, safe, comfortable spot, and also another thing too I recommend is turn on the TV for them, right? Turn on the TV maybe a little bit louder than you normally would. Turn on some music for them. And also there is this thing called whole tones. It's just the letter whole and then tones, and it's music for your pets that can help calm them. And there's also a lot of other music for pets too. I just can't think of some of them off of the top of my head. There's you can just Google music for pets, and you can purchase those, or you can even play those on YouTube as well. So that can definitely be very helpful. And then also too, I recommend one thing that can really be helpful. I know I do this for my fur babies during the 4th of July is I get Bach Rescue Remedy for Pets. So they have a specific pet formula. And what it is it's a flower essence mixture. And you can put that a few drops directly in their mouth, or you can put it in their food or water. And what that does is that helps calm them and ease their mind to help with the fireworks. You can also talk to your veterinarian and see what kind of things that they might recommend, because there's different kinds of alternatives that might help as well. If you have a pet that has issues with the fireworks, that could always help. And then also too, there's the thunder shirts. So sometimes certain pets, the thunder shirts can work really well for them as to help ease the fireworks. There's also something called Tellington Touch. And what it is there's different things you can wrap around your pet to help give them comfort. Maybe doing some energy work or massage before the 4th of July fireworks set in. That can help to relax them and help put them in a nice centered space as well. And another thing I recommend too is having imagine the color orange around your pets during the 4th of July, because the color orange, what that does is that can help bring them courage, and that can help bring balance as well. So imagine that. And then around the orange, swirl a little bit of pink, because that pink creates that love and that connection. So that can help to give them extra comfort as well during the 4th of July. And, just make sure to keep them safe and indoors. And another important thing as well is to make sure your pet, if they're microchipped, that the microchip information is up to date. And if they're not chipped, that's definitely something that I highly recommend, because the chip is always with them. And the 4th of July is where a lot of pets go missing. So making sure all your information is updated on there and correct is definitely very important. And also too, another thing that can help too is give them a Kong stuffed with peanut butter if your dog happens to like that, or your cat, a toy that, maybe they have that gives them comfort, set that out for them as well, and just provide a nice, safe place that's a quiet place for them, where in that quiet space you have where you have maybe TV or music on for them as well. So and also another thing that I wanted to mention for the 4th of July that I feel like is really important too is make sure certain foods they cannot ingest. So just make sure to be careful to, of course we always want to share with our pets, but just make sure to be careful with what kind of food you're sharing with them, because you don't want to cause them any sort of stomach upset or anything like that. So just be mindful of that. And speaking of that, with the fireworks, another thing that is really important to be aware of too is fireworks are dangerous for pets, not just because of the loud noises that they create, that can create the stress and the fear and the anxiety. And another thing with that too is just imagine that just came to mind is imagine your pet being in a calm, neutral space. So just set that intention and imagine, just let them know like everything is okay. Don't try to, put too much into it. Just be very neutral, because our pets pick up on our emotions and the vibrations and the thoughts that we send out. They're very sensitive to that. So just be mindful of that as well. And then another thing with the fireworks that can make them very dangerous is that, and sorry, I was just looking at some notes here, is unused fireworks, if ingested, are very poisonous to pets. So what happens is, because of the hazardous materials that is contained in fireworks, if your pet ingests that, because of those toxic things that are in there, such as the harmful chemicals as potassium nitrate, which is an oxidizing agent. They also contain charcoal or sulfur or coloring agents, which are very dangerous to pets, along with some heavy metals as well. So just be mindful of that. Because if a pet ingests something like this, even if it's just a simple sparkle or something like that, that can actually cause severe damage to your pet, and it could even cost them their life as well if that's ingested too. And I know that that's a scary thing, right? So that's why I wanted to make sure that people are aware of that as well. So if they ingest fireworks, they can develop issues with their stomach, and they can have a painful abdomen. They can have vomiting and bloody diarrhea. And the severity of the form of ingestion and the amount that was ingested is what is going to cause the damage. So just make sure that to keep those fireworks away from your pets and don't let them ingest them. And if they ingest a large amount, they can suffer tremors and seizures along with acute kidney failure, bone marrow changes, shallow breathing, and jaundice, which is the yellowing of the skin. So just make sure to keep an eye on your pets and don't let them ingest anything like that. And if you are going to do fireworks, make sure to, pick up, your mess from the fireworks that you light off. And if you are going to light off the fireworks, make sure to keep your pets in a safe spot while you do that, you know, because just that slightest noise can really, you know, make them upset and can cause them to run, and you know, and it can cause them to be in a flight or fight mode. So just you know, try to be mindful of that. So I just wanted to give you some 4th of July tips. So I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any other if you have any questions or that you'd like to ask in regards to these 4th of July tips, feel free to post your comments connected to the video. Or also you can email me at shauna@natureskeeper.info. And then my website is natureskeeper.info. And then I'm also on Facebook under natureskeeper/Shauna Marie Fisher. And then I'm on Instagram under Shauna Marie Fisher. And Shauna is SHAWNA, and then Fisher is FISCHER. But you should be able to see that on the YouTube link as well here. So I hope you have enjoyed these 4th of July tips, and I hope that you and your fur babies have a wonderful and safe, happy 4th of July. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a great one. Bye-bye.